I just want to say, playing 35 minutes hard is kind of wild. I'm just gonna stay pause on that.
All right, what's good, everybody? We are back to talk more in-season tournament. Here with the guys, Greg and Earl, as usual. How's it going?
What up, what up?
I'm good. The Black Perk.
Black Perk.
Like he ain't already black.
I know.
The Island Perk.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Island. Yeah, you Island.
I'll be Island Perk.
Island Perk. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about these, the in-season tournament again. So the knockout rounds are in the books. Our picks did not go as planned for different reasons all around, but there they are. So we'll talk about tournament, our picks for the semifinals and the finals, who we believe will be the MVP. But first, to tip it off, everybody here plays a little bit of 2K from time to time, right? And 2K is it's an interesting community. It's like if you go on YouTube, you always see it kind of sucks because most of the time you go on, if you type in 2K, somebody typed in all caps how this one is trash and oh my God, they broke it, blah, 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 blah. But I want to know, what is the most toxic thing you always see on 2K and makes you want to break your controller in half?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you got that little kid that you beating him really bad and you got like a 10-15 point lead and all of a sudden he gets hot in the game and they just catch up and beat you by like 2 or 3 points, man. I hate that. Like people just get turned up at the end of the game. I'm like, where was all this? Where's my defense? Why is nobody guarding anymore? That's what I hate at the end of 2K.
No, 2K is definitely bad with that. If you playing online or something against somebody in a play now game, your defense will be solid all game, and then all of a sudden they start doing something crazy. But
so what mode do y'all play? So y'all play now?
I play both. I play both. I play with my player or play now, but I don't like playing with randoms because you never know what a random's gonna do if you're playing with my player. Is gonna be something crazy. So I'll give you two. I'll give you what I hate in both modes. And
okay.
And with the player, man, I hate how cheesy people will be with you don't see it like directly as much now, the run back and forth.
The left, right,
back and forth. Yeah.
Left, right.
It's like
fade away 3.
That's it. Or everybody plays, you play in the rec, everybody plays like Houston with Harden, 5 out. You don't move, basically, and it's like, man, there's so much other shit you can do on 2K besides just stand there. Like, I know y'all did not spend $70 on the game, $50 on VC to come out here and just stand and wait for somebody to pass you the ball so then maybe you could shoot. But that is crazy to me. So on the play now side, shit is similar to the same thing. People be doing some crazy shit. Especially, I hate, as soon as I see Steph, as soon as I see somebody pick the Warriors, I'm like, all right, well, here we go. The motherfuckers shoot anything. I feel like as soon as Steph started shooting deep threes, he broke the game.
Yeah.
Because now you can shoot that shit so far back unreasonably with people, and it's like, all right, man. They don't even shoot that far. Yeah, they don't even shoot that far in the real game. Like come on. Those are my things.
So you don't play my team at all then with the cards?
I hate my team. My team is so fake because why is Bol a 99? Bol ain't never been a 99. I don't like that shit. Bol will come down. Look, Bol, I'm saying Bol specifically because this motherfucker made me quit playing my team because I was playing.
They had an out of position Bol last year.
Out of position. This motherfucker
99
was
overall.
Guard. He was playing point guard. And he came down and was handling it. And I'm like, okay, I got decent little cards. I got a Bron, I got a Jordan, I got some decent players and stuff. And he comes down with Bol doing all kind of shit. And then he shoots a 3. I just cut the game off. Like, because why is Bobo 99 and why is he doing that? Like, I don't like my team. That shit is weird.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I will play my team from time to time, but usually I don't play my team online. On the other side, if I'm doing like my
I didn't
career,
realize there was my team that wasn't online.
oh yeah. If you're they changed the way you do all your leveling up. At least, now you're trying to get to level 40, it's not split. All of the progress you make doesn't matter if you're playing my team or my career, you're progressing. Thing is, there's only a little bit of stuff you could do if you're playing offline on my team, and a lot you could do if you're playing against other players. But there's definitely ways to go and get really good cards by playing and doing some of the little, play clutch time, the little 5-minute versions, the little 5-minute triple threat things. So it's cool.
Back for $20.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Every week, a new pack. This is the Freaky pack. This is the October pack. This is the... Man, you ain't even selling nothing good, bro. Like, quit rolling this trash out here. But we know that they've got their little system, like first month, you can't get shit above a 90. And then, in the first season, second season, we got a couple diamond cards out there. Nobody want that trash. But you charging the same amount for it. Season 3. You know what I mean? The first pink diamond is now available. Pink diamond Jimmy Butler or pink diamond Akeem Olajuwon or whatever they pop up. And then the next season, so that all of that takes you through Christmas. Then season 4, we got Galaxy Opal, blah, 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 right around All-Star break. Generate more money. There's the big tournaments. Get some more money spent and charging the same goddamn money they was charging for cards at the beginning of the year. So and then the cards that break the game, the out of positions and all of that, they come in those later seasons. So that's super interesting to me. But
Bobo 7-3 ass should not be doing that. He should not.
Yeah, my toxic thing, the thing I probably hate the most would be, and I've actually had a little bit of success over the past week or two. A couple of times I've gone on. When you go in the rec, you mentioned, hey, you didn't spend all of this money for people to just go stand in the corner or whatever. On the flip side of it, sometimes you just stuck standing there because people are like, yo, I spent money on my guy. I got the ball. Oh, I'm about to shoot this bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to do everything. There is no pass.
That's another one. Don't be losing by a little bit in the center, then get no shots. Yeah. Now the center's about to be crazy. As soon as he get the board, you better call timeout. Call timeout because
I'm running the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like watching motherfucker got no dribble. He looked like Mark Madsen.
Motherfucker doing back downs all the way down the court.
Mark Jackson style.
Yeah, exactly like that. It's like, all right, man.
Yeah, had to ask, man.
If you wanted to play like that, just play your career. Play by yourself.
There's a lady suing because she got upset because she realized every year she has to pay for her son to get all these attributes all of these but she's suing because it's like, why am I paying for the same thing every year? Like, why doesn't it translate to the next year? And then you offer new things to buy for the system itself.
Slightly, the gameplay is like, I will say the gameplay, the graphics don't really change too much now lately.
Yeah.
But the gameplay does change. There's little tweaks, but I feel like they could probably get away with just releasing the fucking update and changing the game instead of releasing the whole new game. But then, of course, you ain't gonna be able to get that $70 off of people.
Yeah, but if you bought like outfits and sneakers and stuff like that, that should just translate to the next year instead of having to rebuy everything over.
Like even that, which is why I think she has a really good chance of being successful in the lawsuit, to be honest. That's even when I look through the mitigation stuff. And that's because there's been a big focus on all those microtransactions anyway. Yeah, but if you even think about it, in every other genre of a game that you play, any other games, like outside of sports, who else is releasing something where they've got a development cycle where we've got to do this every single year? When literally all they're doing is pushing it. Exactly. To do the exact same thing. It's not like it's a new level, a new court. You're using 95% of the same players. If you're playing a racing game, they come out every couple of years. They're pretty much the same cars. They may have different little arrangements or setups, but you know what? We don't have to have this development cycle where it's every single year. And so they'll do those packs and passes and stuff. But whatever you spit, you get to carry over. I play Forza, I got my full simulator over here. All of my designs for cars and everything I spent time doing, I could go all the way back to Forza 3. It's there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like I said, it's surprising to me. I hated that part of it as well, the business side of it. But 2K CEO getting real good money off them bonuses because of it. So
yeah, they're getting crazy money out of that. Like, man, if this lady win, I'm next.
Yeah. You know what? The part that makes me so mad is that I bought the version so I could get League Pass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is how I watch these games.
Yeah.
which brings us to the in-season tournament games. That's exactly how I watch them, So good job, 2K. You got me. But you ain't getting me no more, damn it. So for the tournament. Ooh, okay. All right, before we begin on this tournament, I do want to say that for the first time in all of our episodes, my record is comparable to y'all's. Okay?
And for the first time, you did not have the worst record.
I did not have the worst record. I didn't have the best, but I didn't have the worst. And y'all can't say that either. So
you and Earl were tied.
Yeah, we went 2-2.
The refs fucking cheated me, but
yeah. What was your final record there, Greg? What was your final record?
I went 1-3. Well, first off, let me say.
Yeah, the floor is yours, sir.
I don't know. I don't know what Sacramento was doing out there. Actually, I do know. It hurts. It pains me to say this. I'm wearing my Carolina shirt too. Harrison Barnes, Sacramento has Mike Brown, who was over with Golden State, basically brought their ball movement and player movement over to Sacramento. They are now looking like they have the same problem that Golden State had when they had Harrison Barnes. He can't make fucking shots, and he's not a threat. I love him, because he's a Tar Heel, but they got to upgrade with Harrison Barnes. Because I was going through the box scores, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, this motherfucker really didn't do nothing. And then the damn Knicks. I will never be tricked by the fucking Knicks again. Like, never.
You know what? Yeah, I actually want to start by talking about that game. So if I recall correctly, there was a member of this panel who made an impassioned argument about basketball mecca. No, don't go try to disappear. Don't try to exit the chat now. Made an impassioned argument about, the point differential that the Knicks had been able to achieve due to Tom Thibodeau and that defensive system and the way that they had performed. And I watched that defense give up 146 as they lost by 24 points.
That was also the most points given up by the team who had the best scoring defense ever.
That's correct. So Earl, I knew not to pick the Knicks, but apparently you two guys are you two. I don't know what y'all was thinking about. So Earl,
for the record, the Bucks defense was still bad. They did still give up.
They did give up 122. You know what? I don't even think the Bucks defense was bad, and here's why.
And Julius Randle had 40, which I was.
That is why I don't believe that the Bucks defense was bad.
Shit, they said, you know what? That motherfucker was getting off like that. He was perfect for a little while.
Yeah, but that's why I say they were bad, because there's like, you know what? We're going to make Julius Randle beat us. That is brilliant. And what did it do? He got 41, but did it matter? It's the least impactful 40-point game you have ever seen in a big game.
I'd have to go back and look at the rest of the stats of his teammates, because
trash. That's a short answer. I took out the garbage a little while ago. I mean, you can check it out, see if there's anything in there. Earl, good. What any comments on the Knicks' performance? I'm just curious.
I mean, so I heard a couple of things today. One of them was the fact that other players on the team are arguing that all they do is stand at the three-point line and wait, and they could go an entire quarter without even touching the ball. which is kind of sad. So when you're expecting your players to actually play well at the end of the game, your role players or wherever else, if they're not getting any touches, not even to dribble a ball, because you got Julius Randle doing, ISO and all this stuff. And yeah, he was shooting well, but if you're not used to touching the ball, I mean, at the end of the game, you're going to be a little rusty. You're going to be out of it. Another thing I heard too was that when you really look at the Knicks, there's no number one player. Compared to any other team, you play, if they play a good team or a championship caliber team, they have every one of those teams has a player that's better than the Knicks.
Like clear, Knicks, they got a clear cut.
Yes, the Knicks will whoever is the best player on the Knicks will always be number 2 or 3 to whoever the number 1 is on the other team.
So they never have the best player on the floor against a good team.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, no. So if they play against the Bucks,
I agree with that shit.
They play against the Warriors, they'll never have the number 1 player. Lakers, they won't have the number 1 player. They even compared it to what's that kid? The kid on Orlando Magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say Paolo Banchero. That was literally I was gonna go to hey, the Magic are near the top of the conference. And I was like, no, I'm probably taking second-year player.
Yeah.
Give me Paolo for sure.
Yeah. Over any play on the Knicks. So when you look at the Knicks, there's no true star. They're like B. Like a B-list celebrity type when it comes to being a star.
They damn near C.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Motherfuckers making Tubi movies.
You know what? Hey, look, we were joking before on the text, and now I realize that one of the awards that we give out when we do our quarter season awards, I'm gonna call it the Harrison Barnes Mid Award.
That's my man, Harrison.
That Reggie Award.
Yeah, man. That
trash ass week.
Yeah, man. So that's your Knicks. The other game that Greg mentioned. Yeah, Greg mentioned the Sacramento game as well, which I also thought the Kings would, do something against, do something with the Pelicans. Earl.
You know what I noticed?
The 2 games
I struggle with the most, the ones that I was like, man, I can't figure out who to pick. Those are the only ones I picked correctly. And the 2 games I was confident about, totally screwed it up.
Yeah, so with the Pelicans, I remember even so as we were going through it, Greg was like, nope, this is a Sacramento thing. I think they build off of the momentum from last year.
About that.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, this is a no thing. And Memphis, I said the same thing. But then I was joking with you and said, hey, look, do you believe, even though you're a Carolina guy, that the Duke connection, Zion and Brandon Ingram, can work some, build some chemistry?
Brandon Ingram was hooping. Zion looks fat and lazy. I sent y'all that clip earlier. Zion, bro, I was like, look, that was James Harden. That was worse than James Harden defense when Fox was on. Yeah, he literally just was standing, and then Fox wasn't. I mean, he did do a little change of pace, but it wasn't. Zion didn't even try, and I'm just like, but yeah, Charles Barkley I think said it on their shit. Talked about how Zion just they were counting how many times he actually sprinted the floor, and they were like 1, full sprint. It's like,
yeah, I don't. Bro, you picked the Pelicans though, man.
No, he didn't. No. All 3 of us picked the Kings. Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna ride with him for a minute there, man.
Yeah, because we were saying that CJ what's his name? McCollum wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So
but I thought he wouldn't.
We should technically get that because we did say hey, if he does play, we would pick that team. But.
No, y'all look. It was my record coming to the week 3-7. That Sixers game. I didn't know Embiid wasn't gonna play. No, you got to take that L, bro. See. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, karma.
I would have picked the Kings no matter what, and they should have won that. They should have won that game. I don't understand how they blew that. I really don't.
Yeah. So
also, I don't think Sabonis is an actual 5. Even now with the league where the 5 is smaller, Sabonis is truly a 4.
Yeah.
But
But it's
I mean,
functioning as a
they
small
gonna-
ball 5 because there's only 6 teams where he has to worry about a center, and the other
You know who would
23 he's
be
fine.
You know who would actually be great with that team? Because they just need they're gonna have a center. They need somebody that can shoot the ball. It would be Cat.
Oh yeah.
Because it still lets Sabonis play down low and do his little thing, but Cat can stand out there. You know, you don't like to bang, so.
Pause.
I knew it was coming, but you know, he ain't trying to get in the post, so.
Oh yeah.
You would be perfect for that, but they just need somebody that can shoot, a big man that can shoot and stretch the floor.
It's either you do that or you find someone who is in that Mitchell Robinson type of a mold where Sabonis, who does have good touch out to 18, 20 feet, can shoot the corner 3 if you really wanted him to. You know, he has the touch.
Yeah.
Let him be more of a floor spacer. Don't count on him to do as much of that post defense work because he's not that great at it. And you got a hyper athletic shot blocker, somebody like that old Tyson Chandler or JaVale McGee type of a mold. Somebody's got high energy. Yeah, but they
just need to move Harrison Barnes. If they can go, they need to call up to Toronto or Brooklyn and try to get one of those wing players from there, or Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney, Cam Johnson, Scotty Barnes, and Anunoby, somebody like that mold, and move Harrison Barnes out and bring somebody who can knock down, shoot there.
Oh, yeah. So Celtics game, Celtics Pacers. Earl smiling again. He's on the Halliburton bandwagon. I incorrectly believed that Boston's backcourt / front court, I thought Drew Holiday would look. You did it. You literally did this motion. Like the Reggie Miller choke in the guard, that type thing. I was like, I thought Drew Holiday would just suffocate Tyrese Halliburton by being a good defender, and that would be enough. You cut the head off the snake, you should be good.
First career triple-double.
I was wrong. Yeah, which is crazy. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both shot well from the field. They both have it over 30 in the game. Did not matter. They couldn't do shit with Tyrese Halliburton, especially down the stretch. Them boys folded like grade school origami projects and little boxes and shit you make a little just sad, just sorry, man. I can't, that game was so bad. I don't know how we could pick Boston to be the favorite in the East. I'm gonna just put it that way.
Listen, I mentioned this earlier in the year, watching how Boston was playing. This was before they had played anybody, and I was like, the way they play on offense is not a good way to be trusted. But their defense, I was like, their defense is solid. Missing Porzingis right now, that definitely hurts. But the way they play on offense is very shaky.
Yeah. I thought, being able to throw Drew Holiday and Derek White at Halliburton in that backcourt, you should be good.
They play so fast. They play so fast that all the mismatches and everything. But I mean, even there was a time when Tyrese did something and had Drew spinning, and I was like, he was balling. Yeah. No turnovers too. What do you have? 12, 13 assists or something like that. No turnovers.
You know what's even crazier about him? So I was reading about him today. Right now, he's doing something that no player in NBA history has ever done, which is average 25 and 10 assists while shooting over 50% from the field.
He's shooting 52. 52%.
Yeah.
45 from 3.
Yeah. I mean, absolute monster season. Can't lie.
He's almost 50. He's almost a 50, 40, 90 guy. His free throw is about like 88 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He could get there by the end of the season. But Earl, you call this one, man. You got this.
Oh, this is mine too.
I brought up the fact that
right side of history.
Yeah.
Right side of history, number one. But number two, I talked about, I said, did Sacramento make the right trade?
Yeah.
When they traded Fox. I understand Fox is fast and everything, but
Fox is better than Fox. Give me Fox over Tyrese Halliburton.
I
stand 10 toes down on that one.
That's
because De'Aaron Fox is gonna play defense. If you watch Tyrese Halliburton's defense, it is almost Zion type defense in that clip. Like it is, he plays bad defense for somebody who's a 6'5", good size. He plays really bad defense.
Like, you know how you get over easy hard defense? Great offense. I'm just saying, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Steph Curry School of Defense.
Listen, I mean,
you can shoot it from that great. Yeah.
They did.
You see what's happening to Steph Curry's defense. I mean, Steph Curry and the Warriors right now, though. But
yeah, because he doesn't have anybody else on his team that could play defense. Curry was never known to be a defensive player. It was always other players on the team.
Shit, Indiana don't got nobody that can play defense either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles Turner for a while was like and it still is a decent shot blocker.
Shots. Yeah.
So like he's got good post presence, and so he's like the ultimate poor man's stretch five. If I had been the Lakers and I had to go and put somebody next to Anthony Davis, that's probably
they were trying to get him and Buddy Hield at one point.
Would have been way smarter than getting Russ. I think that entire core would have been together because that was the trade. Absolutely. That's what we were thinking. Like, hey, go get these two, not Russ. But
definitely.
Threw away a prime, shouldn't have been prime, but was a prime year for LeBron anyway. He was a monster. So,
let's get to that game.
Yeah. Last game, Lakers Suns.
Let's get to that game.
Lakers Suns.
Let me come in real quick, Tony. I have an apology for Anthony Davis.
Do you? I don't.
I did say some things about him that may not have been true.
What are you apologizing for?
He won't do that shit again, though. He won't have 2 good games back to back.
Okay, so funny you should mention that. That was actually where I wanted to start and go to you. Did he? When you watch it, did he really have a good game?
Yes, he had 26 shots, missed a lot of layups. Actually, he did. When you compare him to his matchup, he definitely won his matchup against Nurkic. But there were some times when you're watching, and it's like, what the fuck is he doing? Like missing these layups and doing things and stuff like that. But
point blank, when it mattered,
24 and 15 or something, he did. And then
24 15. How many did he have in the first half?
I don't remember that.
22.
Did he? I did not.
22.
See, I only caught the game towards the end. I did not realize that.
One field goal in the second half.
But they didn't.
So that's why I'm like, now granted, for the rebounding and everything, the Lakers had 20 offensive rebounds. He was instrumental in that by all means. He was like establishing post position. He was aggressive. Yeah, he was aggressive down low. All of that was great. But did he have a good game? He had a good first half.
It was like
it was an Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's weird because that's the best way to describe it. It was an Anthony Davis thing because he did. I did say, I have this written down here. You did say he would go for 20 and 10. I was like, he will not get over 20. Yep. He did get over 20. But then he had more shot attempts than he did points. So
never a good sign for a 7-footer.
Never, ever.
Well, who did I say was going to come in and be
I knew it. That's what I was about to turn to.
I said LeBron was going to come and do his normal thing.
No.
Oh, wait, what'd you say?
He said it's going to get to a moment where, like, oh my gosh, how did he phrase? He said, there's going to come to a moment, they're coming down in the fourth quarter, it's going to be late, and Austin Reeves is going to show up, and he's going to be the guy to make some kind of a big play or hit the shot for him. What did you see?
Third quarter, he took over, bro.
Third quarter, he took over, and then in the fourth, he hit that 3. Like, matter of fact, he came down, kind of looked over, and pulled. That ball from the time he got it never left his hand as he crossed half court. He came off the screen, look, back pedal, step back, boom, timeout.
Phoenix got some fucking issues because Grayson Allen is not that damn good.
Why is he getting knocking down shots in that first half?
Why is he getting so many minutes? But he can shoot, but defensively, like, man, he the one who got chopped up by Austin Reeves out there when he hit that shot in the fourth. Exactly. Yeah. And then turned towards the crowd and flex and everything.
Why don't
You heard what they did to the LaSalle? I'm like, exactly. Hey, like, he sounded like old buddy from Thundercats. Thundercats. Oh.
I was sick when he made that shit. I was like, this sorry motherfucker. But man, let's get to the juicy thing where the refs cheated me.
The refs cheated you. Is that what you believe?
That man did not have control of the ball.
What are you talking about?
When they called that timeout, that man, Austin Reeves, did not have control of the ball. 7 seconds left to go in the game. LeBron's over there calling timeout. Austin Reeves does not have possession of the ball.
Yeah, I didn't see Austin Reeves. I saw LeBron call timeout. That's all I saw.
That's exactly what the fuck that was. That's what the ref saw too. The ref saw
exactly
call timeout, and he was like, timeout, LeBron.
Yeah, that's all the Lakers.
Yeah, the ref who saw him calling for the timeout could not see where the ball was, but what he could identify was this man calling the timeout, and he was like, I can't let time elapse. He was in a weird he's a moment thing, and there's no way to overturn it. So
the refs overturn stuff when they're like, oh, inadvertent whistle, because they usually get together and like Frank Vogel brought that up. They get together and it's like, oh, they talk it out amongst themselves, and it's like, oh, he's like, well, I called timeout. And the other one could have been like, well, he didn't even have possession of the ball. Oh, okay, inadvertent whistle. Jump it. They probably would have jumped it or whatever. But Phoenix was down. I can't remember if it was 1 or
4
at that point.
Two, because they made the
at that point.
Yeah, he made
at
the
that point right there when he had that, and then I can't remember who made
the layup.
Easy layup, and then and they were down 2 right there. And they would have they would have been in a great position to score the ball right then.
Yeah,
but
it was literally like
even then they had a chance at the end with Anthony Davis missing that shot, and I thought KD was about to hit that, but looking at
KD, the step back,
kind of like bobbled as he was coming into his shot.
Yeah, I'm with Earl on this one. Look, man.
Yeah,
both teams
just take the L, bro.
Both teams played hard, my man.
Yeah,
they cheated.
Yeah, you call what you want, man, but you're still taking that.
You know what? The real Black Perk said something when I was watching
the real today. We got a Black Perk and Island Perk. Okay, Black Perk said
he was saying you know what? He said, why don't they play bowl? He's like, couldn't have been no worse than what it was already. Yeah. And it's like, that's the truth. It couldn't have been no worse than what was going on. They already getting killed on the boards and killed in the interior. Play bowl and just see what he does.
He's got to at least be able to bother some shots at a minimum, or bother people on the perimeter with that long wingspan he's got.
Something. I don't know why he gets 0 minutes, but
yeah, because like Rui, he kept breaking free for like easy layups, quick backdoor cuts and stuff like that.
Ron just kept bringing Nurkic up in the pick and roll. Come on,
yeah, we kept watching
and go right by, and it's just like, good Lord.
And we talked about that too. Me and Tony, we talked about how LeBron owned Nurkic.
Yeah,
several times past. So
Devin Booker sold too. Devin Booker played terrible.
Yeah, he shot what 6 for 16?
16, I think it's like 7 or 8 turnovers.
Yeah. He was bad. 7 or 8 turnovers, maybe. I know there's a point where I looked and he only had like 3 assists and he already had 5 turnovers, and it was still early in the game.
It was terrible. I'm like, good Lord.
And once I saw him like tweak his ankle, whatever happened, I was like, oh, that's a wrap.
KD, when he like rolled up and was like, I was holding his ankle, I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a problem. I will say one of the other things that was part of the Suns pick was the idea that Bradley Beal would be back. And I just want to
I knew that fool wasn't playing. Man, I'm glad he didn't play. They would have lost by 20.
I know, because I'm it's like when we do this award show, I got an award just for him. I'm gonna put it that way, and I'll leave it at that. But I do want to make sure that people understand that. Stop saying, this is a big 3. Don't do that. I never looked at it as a big 3.
I never thought Bradley Beal was a superstar.
So there's that. Empty calories is what you guys like. He is light beer.
He's got
he is light beer.
Exactly.
People take it. It's sold on shelves. People, it's popular or whatever. Michelob Ultra. Yeah, that's Bradley Beal.
He's got paid top dollar for a very long time because he was on a bad Washington team and they could get nobody to come there.
Yeah.
shout out to him for getting his money, but he has never been a superstar. I don't think there's any point where I was like Bradley Beal is a top 15 player. I could probably go even further, but
yeah, because I was gonna ask at the beginning, it's like, hey, who do you think was gonna play more games this year, Bradley Beal or Kawhi Leonard? And I probably would have bet Brad
still.
Yeah, I know. I would have probably bet Bradley Beal at the beginning of the year. Man, that is looking sus. There's no way.
Shit, Zion's even played more games. Like,
I know, right? All right, well, so Earl went 2-2. I went 2-2. Greg, now you know how, futility tastes. Just saying.
I'm 2-2 by default though, man, because I have to pick the Knicks. I don't have a choice.
I know, right? Like he didn't even really want to pick his team. So I really feel like I was.
No, I wanted to pick them, but no matter what, I would have picked them anyway. I have to.
Yeah. That same irrational confidence that Stephen A. Smith get, I guess. We going with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Don't mean we believe in them.
But we picking them anyway. So yeah, look, that leads us to our final four. So shout out to Bleacher Report. They always have some pretty dope graphics. And so our final four are the Lakers, Bucks, Pacers, Pelicans. So we'll start with the East matchup where we got the Bucks, fresh off putting up 146 points, going up against Halliburton, who was on fire, lit up the Celtics. They could do absolutely nothing with him. I'll start with you, Earl. Who you got in this matchup?
Oh, man.
Right side of history, Earl.
I'm going to say this. I'm going Indiana.
Come on with it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on with it.
I'm going Indiana. Yeah. Listen, Halliburton's that dude, man. Like, listen, you talk about the defense, but they got other players on the team that can play defense, and they got shooters. Like,
you're right.
I think they got like 6 or 7 players that all average over 10.
Yeah.
I can't help it. They're young, they're fast.
They ain't gonna have no answer for Giannis at all. He's gonna go fucking nuts. But
Turner could try.
He can try. If Mitchell Robinson just failed, I don't really see much that Turner's gonna do to stop him. But I think everybody else would be.
But the difference between the Knicks and Pacers is there's actual ball movement.
Like their pace of play is gonna
like
be
that.
It's gonna
the
be crazy.
The Bucks are gonna get their points. They might not score 140 every game, but they've been scoring 140 in a lot of games.
See, that's what this game is gonna be like. That Atlanta-Indiana game earlier this year.
When it was crazy
because the Bucks are getting up and down too, so the pace is gonna be crazy.
But whenever Giannis is off the court, that's it. Like he's gonna have to play all the minutes just to win. So
okay, so you got Pacers.
Yeah, man.
I'm going with the Pacers as well.
Really? Why are you? For what reason? Why are you going Pacers?
Halliburton, bro. Even though he talked about he likes Fox over Burton.
Oh yeah, I do. Those are my 2 favorite new school point guards right there.
Wow.
But I am going with the Pacers though. I just think I'm trying to who's starting for the Bucks? You got Dame.
Middleton,
Beasley, Middleton.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm thinking of those wings right there.
Giannis.
So who's guarding Tyrese? Who's guarding Halliburton?
Got to be Malik Beasley.
You're not gonna put Dame. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Beasley.
It has to be Beasley because it can't be
it's not gonna be Dame. Middleton's still trying to get his legs and everything.
Yeah, so it can't be him. It has to be Beasley.
And that's the thing. You see people that were never defenders in their career, and now he's in a role where it's like, all right, we need you to play defense. Like he ain't a great defensive player, or even I wouldn't even say he's a good defensive player for that matter. So, but you don't want Dame on him by any means. But with that said, who is Dame going to be guarding as well? Because if you put Dame on Bruce Brown, Dame's too little to guard Bruce Brown.
And Buddy Hield can shoot.
And then you got all those other dudes that they come into. So I think I'm going with Halliburton. and the
Y'all
Indiana
both going
Pacers.
Pacers. All right. Well, that's super interesting. I'd just like to let you guys know that the number one team in the NBA in clutch situations is the Milwaukee Bucks, and it's not even remotely close. Damian Lillard is the best clutch player in the NBA with the highest plus minus of anyone. Like, he has been an absolute monster. So he has shot terribly from the field. I think he's having an underwhelming season from a shooting standpoint. But when the last 5 minutes of the game, with close, amount of possessions, Dame has been Dame, and the Bucks have been able to thrive on that. They've got like 9 wins in those situations where you've had clutch time basketball, easily the most in the league as well. So super interesting.
Scares me though.
Exactly.
They're in that many games where it's that close.
I know, but they've proven they can go and win it. And if you say there's something on the line,
Indiana,
and you got Dame
this year too.
Yes, and you've got Dame, who has won this type of game, in multiple situations, in dragging an inferior team, but you added him to a championship core with Giannis, who they can't stop. I'm just looking at a Giannis and Dame pick and roll and saying, there's no way the Pacers are going to be able to do anything with it. And if you're telling me the Bucks are going to be able to score points, I believe in them having enough defense to actually win, even though the Pacers are going to get points. So I could see the Pacers getting 115, 120, but the Bucks getting like 130 because they could do enough defense to win, and I can't say that about Indiana. So give me the Bucks. Clutch.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Clutch team, give me the Bucks. They have shooters. They have defenders. They have people you actually know for playing defense, for crying out loud. I'm taking it.
Those are like their front court players, though. Like,
who's the okay? And here's this other thing, because Earl mentioned this about the Knicks earlier, and this is one of the other reasons. It's like, hey, who's the best player on the floor? Giannis.
Naturally, in this game, you want to say Giannis, but
let me side eye you real quick, so as I hear what you about to say.
There can be moments where you are not the best player that night.
Okay, so that's what you bet.
As in, Tyrese was the best player the other night. Also, we skipped something. We skipped something because this is a topic on the previous episode. Buddy Hield shooting that last second 3-pointer.
hey, shoot it. Pull it. Because I asked him about it, like, we just talked about it. So it's like, hey, point differential.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. But
did you hear that announcer? He was like, oh no, he's gonna shoot him. Buddy was like,
I don't give a fuck. He's like, yes, absolutely loved it. But back to this, I think in moments, and it might not even be the full game, but I think Giannis is gonna defer to Dame in those clutch moments, which I think that's the only thing where they for sure figured out how to play together is in those clutch moments. But I think Tyrese has actually been thriving in those moments late in games as well, and I expect him to be the best player in the fourth quarter. And also naturally, I think he's the second best player in this game.
Period. Above Damian Lillard.
Above Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because all around he's better. I mean, he's shooting better. He's definitely passing better. He's getting rebounds. Dude just had a triple-double.
And they are averaging the same amount of points from the field. And Tyrese is doing it on more efficient shooting.
Yes.
And he's producing
with less turnovers.
12 assists a game.
Yeah, with less turnovers.
Under three turnovers a game.
With less turnovers and less certified superstar caliber weapons around him as well.
Who would you say the second best player on the Pacers is?
I thought about this too, and I don't have a good answer for this. It's like, because it depends on the night of the week. It could be Turner.
It does.
I would probably by default say Turner, but some nights it'll be Hield. Some nights it'll be Mathurin. Some nights it'll be Bruce Brown.
Some nights it'll be Obi Toppin.
It'll be Obi Toppin. I was like, you just don't know who else he is distributing the ball to. It's almost like watching Tom Brady across the 2000s, where they had no receivers you could name other than Randy Moss. And in all those other years, all you knew was that this man had completed passes to 8 different people, and the Patriots had scored 35 on you. And he is just
Welkers of the world.
I know, like, bro, he's just passing to anybody. I believe
you're comparing Halliburton to Tom Brady.
Only because they
distributes
the ball.
Rock.
Yeah, I'm agreeing, but you're not gonna pick him.
Hell no. Hey, remember, the Patriots was 17-0 and somehow lost their Super Bowl to the New York Giants. You know what I mean?
Well, this ain't the championship.
Any given night. Yeah,
these ain't the Giants coming through the door.
New York ain't in the playoffs no more.
Whose fault is that? But the way he distributed the ball, you were like, wow, I believe he could have Jake from State Farm as one of his starting 5, and he'd still have 12 assists a game. Like, he is that good at, being the orchestrator of that offense. So he's really good. However, I just don't think it's going to be enough. They don't play enough defense for me. So
I just don't think, after seeing what he did to, I think what he just did to the best perimeter defenders some of the best perimeter defenders in the league with the Celtics, after seeing that, I don't think there is shit that the Bucks can do with him.
Whatever, man. He ain't doing it twice in the world is what I'm saying. He ain't going.
No, shit.
Hey, look, he's not getting a triple-double. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't going to get a triple-double, I don't think, because the Bucks are, the size-wise, he ain't going to be snagging rebounds and shit like that. But I do think over 30, he's going to get a double-double. I'm not going to go crazy. But he's going to
wait. Are you saying 30? Are you saying a 30-point double-double? What you saying?
I'm saying a 30-point double-double. Oh, he's going to have 30, and he's going to have at least 30 and 10 assists.
Earl, you going with that?
I'm going to say 25 and 10. I ain't pushing 30.
I think y'all a little bit high, bro. I'd say he's more around 20, 21 and 10, to be honest. Like, I'm more in that 20-point range.
Like, his effect on offense is like a miniature Joker.
Yes.
Of how he distributes the ball and scores efficiently. He ain't getting the rebounds, of course, or anything like that, but how he distributes the ball and just knows where his people are at and gets them easy shots and stuff like that. It's like very similar to what the Joker does.
Yeah, I just think the Bucks are going to scheme for that, and they'll be fine. And they come out with a 10-point victory.
For that. 10-point victory, huh?
Yeah, I got Bucks by 10. Bucks over Pacers by 10. That's what I will say. I'm not going to say anything about Halliburton numbers, but I will say Bucks by 10. So on the west side, you've got what on paper seems to be an NBA marketing dream by having a LeBron versus Zion matchup. Now, granted, Zion missing so many games. He's now in season number 5, believe it or not. I saw a stat that talked on ESPN earlier today that mentioned that together, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson have played about 2,200 minutes together across 5 years because of injuries. Zach LaVine and Nick Vucevic played over 2,200 minutes last season alone together. So they're still working out chemistry, but Zion still kind of has that superstar appeal and has those flashes of greatness. So on paper, hey, look, he does still come in. Like, if people, is anybody get in front of him when he go to dunk?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
because he's still 300 pounds.
Yeah. And he's still pulling it all the way back like a Ja Morant would, and with just dunking with either hand. Like, he's there.
When we talked about Jaren Jackson Jr. and him not being able to rebound the ball,
Zion's the same spot this year. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
He's only had 2 double-doubles.
Yep. He is not animal Zion. Yeah.
No.
Not yet. But even remember, that second season he was in the league, he averaged 27 and 7 on like 60% shooting. But again, that's him playing
against like smaller players and stuff. like now he should be. I think he should be getting 10 rebounds.
Valanciunas is, Valanciunas is there, and then in a league like.
You said he's not a big guy, but you see him when he goes up and when he wants to get the rebound, like he has a very quick like second jump and he'll go up, miss a layup, and that second jump and he'll get back up real fast to go get that board. But like he does not play with that energy all the time.
So this is why we opened with a 2K discussion. You mentioned that one of the things that drives you crazy in 2K is that people will always play this 5-out offense. And when you get to the end of the game, there's me who I made a big, I'm regretting calling it a Dwight Howard build for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm sweet out there when I pull up. This is horse shit. But he's hyper athletic, has no mid-range, no three-pointer, but dunks. Gets off the floor. Yeah, dunks. Standard dunk, 90. Wow, 95 straight. He's like 6'10", 250, just an absolute monster. So I don't care, excuse me, if you pass me the ball, I'm going to get enough rebounds and block shots. At the end, I'm advancing. So I stay between the pro and the baller or whatever, the Hall of Fame, the purple, whatever. I'm always there on the my career side. Like, it's good. In a 5-out situation where the center I'm playing against keeps me out on the perimeter, I might only get like 5 rebounds at the end of the game because of where they've got in position. So if Zion's playing the 4, and all of these teams are playing small ball, that means Zion, by definition, will be out on the perimeter as well. So I'm not really surprised that his rebounding numbers are low.
6.
What are they doing, bro? Okay, tell me this. What power forward in the league, other than Giannis, should take Zion to the post? Where are they more likely to have an advantage? Take his fat ass out to the perimeter and pull up?
I'm not saying they should take him to the post, but
that's the only way he's going to be able to get rebounds.
Half the time, he's not guarding. Like, he's not actually playing, like, he's not the defender on the person who's shooting most of the time. So why are you not going for the rebounds?
Do you want him to play help defense and, like, stay back to whatever? Or should he get out on the break and scare the hell out of people?
But he's not even getting out on the break half the time either.
He's getting out there. He's just not really getting past the scorer's table because he's fat.
Yeah, that motherfucker be walking.
He keep running to the popcorn, dude.
You can't ever run back to get a rebound and then try to go the other way for a fast break. That's too much fun.
This dude is in the NBA making millions of dollars. Like, you can't take care of your body and be prepared to play at least, like, he's what, 22, 23, something like that. Like, you can't play 35 minutes hard a night. Like, you can't, like, to me it's weird. Like, he had 10 the other night. I don't remember how many rebounds and stuff he had, but it's like, you got to make an impact some way on the game. Like, you had 10. He didn't take that many shots or anything like that, but it's just like, what else did you do? Did you block any? Like, you can't be that athletic either and not block no fucking shots.
I just want to say, playing 35 minutes hard is kind of wild. I was going to stay far on that. I ain't letting that go.
I looked dead at you after I said it. I was like, he ain't catching it. So I was
like, yeah. I was waiting. I was like, we're going to bring that back. I do realize that Bernie Mac actually said, hey, man, 3 minutes is all you get. That is a heavyweight fight. And some people don't make it out the first round.
But needless to say, I'm not taking fucking Zion and the Pelicans for this game.
So you got Lakers?
Hell yeah.
Okay. They look, so in the Pelicans defense, they do have Trey Murphy back, who stretches the floor.
They had Alvarado's ass who cut the damn steal on fucking
where was he on the court?
I actually don't know.
This is Alvarado's move, man.
And I haven't seen a different camera angle to show him either. I don't know where he actually was.
Usually you see him like in the top.
In the corner. He's like in the corner doing something stupid, standing, and then he fucking comes. But I didn't see him at all. Yeah, I don't know where he was on the court.
We might have to name an award after Jose Alvarado for the person who just comes out of nowhere to surprise you.
Swiper?
The swiper. The Jose Alvarado Award. Yeah, man. It happens in big games over and over and over. We
All the
kept
time.
watching it in that playoff run. So but they'll have these key pieces back. And one of the things we said a couple of weeks ago, I was like, the Pelicans have yet to really make use of the point Zion thing. So even though they started 4-1, they lost like 5 games in a row. They did this team meeting thing or whatever. They went out, beat the Nuggets. They've won 7 of their last 9 games. They've been balling, and that has coincided with them having Zion bring the ball up way more. And
I'm sleeping on those motherfuckers.
And they've been using a Zion Brandon Ingram pick and roll, which was key down the stretch in getting that win. So it was like, all right, Zion goes and does his thing, pick and roll. You got Brandon Ingram, splash, 16-footer, splash, other way. Now with Zion hitting a little 13-footer, hit the little and-1. They were doing their thing. You don't believe in the Pelicans?
Hell no.
Earl?
0%.
Earl?
I'm going with the Pelicans.
Oh, no, you tripping.
I don't think the Lakers can do it 2 times in a row.
I don't think
LeBron had a
Anthony
game.
Davis is going to have a good game, though.
Yeah, he's due for a bad game. I don't know, man. CJ McCollum is back. So they got the defense. Ingram was balling, bro. I saw majority of that game.
What's his name gonna lock Ingram up?
Who?
You take your pick. Jared Vanderbilt is back.
And Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish is back. Hachimura's there.
Cam Reddish is gonna lock Ingram up. He's gonna be looking like he was in FIBA.
Oh, you think they're gonna have a Duke showdown against each other? Is that what it's gonna be a lot of Duke players on the floor in that game.
All right, let me think about it.
No,
bro.
I got you down for the Pelicans.
No, we still live. We ain't no official yet. As long as it's recorded before the game starts, I'm good.
So you reserve the right to change it.
Think about it, man. These difficult games, man. This is a tough one, man.
Tony, I know you're gonna be on the right side of history.
So I don't think there's anything about this that is remotely difficult at all. Here's the 3 questions I'm gonna ask you. Number 1, is the Pelicans starting center from the United States?
No.
Barbecue chicken alert. All right. AD is not worried about anybody. You like, what did I say about Nurkic? I was like, what? Who? AD is gonna eat. He's good. Question number 2. Are the Pelicans guards big enough to bother the guards of the Lakers? Remember, it's those super fast, athletic, amazing guards that break down the Lakers defense on the perimeter. Do the Pelicans have that?
They don't have that for sure. Yeah.
No. So the 2 biggest parts that I worry about the most are those. What's the Lakers perimeter defense need to do? And which Anthony Davis are we most likely to get? I also am not one who believes you're going to see AD do his thing 2 games in a row, usually, but he also doesn't usually get 2 games in a row against some soft centers. So pause.
But hey, you know what? Didn't we say that wasn't a good game for AD?
It wasn't. Well, like I said, I thought it was a half.
So this should be a good game then, right? He had 24. He had
22. He had like 22 in the first half. I do not. Yeah, so I'm not. I like him being more aggressive in the paint. He should absolutely continue to do that. It's the only way they're going to go and apply more pressure to the Pelicans defense. But that's also the route that's the way AD has to play. If they're going to do anything the rest of the way. Yeah.
27, 26 shot attempts. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's bad. So
I'm gonna count that as a bad game for AD. So this should be a good game.
So that's the 2. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go to Greg's point again at the beginning. It's like, who's the best player on the floor?
AD, LeBron. They got the 2 top players, but then after that it gets a little murky.
But you got the 2 top players. Give me those guys.
But after that, New Orleans could truly have, it depends
3 and 4.
They could have 3, 4, and 5.
Who's 5?
They could have Ingram, CJ, and Zion.
Not all the AD.
Hmm?
Not all.
Oh, no. He's saying they would be 3, 4, and 5. Like, who would the Lakers' third best player? You take your pick at that point. It could be a D'Lo in a random spot, once every 10 games. Reeves, Rui, you don't know which one of those guys is going to give them that.
We haven't seen the Rui that we've seen at the end of last year yet.
Not yet.
I mean, I know he's been dealing with he had a concussion, he just had the nose surgery and everything and stuff like that.
But his shot, his form, everything it was on or whatever. He makes like smart moves. He wasn't trying to do too much. Just trying to, get back in the flow. But I think that's enough. You got the two best players on the floor. I'm picking you to win.
You should. You absolutely should.
So give me Lakers.
Earl? That man wants to say the Pelicans so fucking bad.
I do, man.
Go ahead so I can pencil you in. This would be the way I catch it.
I just showed you. I will absolutely go against the grain. Who did you guys take in the first game? Y'all both took the Pacers. I took the Bucks. I think y'all smoking crack. So, I mean, call me out if you think I'm wrong about this one. I doubt it, No, I tried saying that. I tried saying that to my wife one time. I said, I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
I'm going with Pelicans.
Yes.
You're going Pelicans.
Yeah, I'm still going.
Good, because I wrote you down for it too. So I don't got to scratch it out.
Okay. Yeah. Pelicans are still here. Okay.
These games are Thursday. All right, tomorrow. Yeah, I will be watching. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this.
I'll be watching very intently, and I'll be texting like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, the group chat will be going off.
As soon as it start looking ugly, I'm turning my phone off. If the Lakers start losing, I'm turning my shit off.
We go straight into the WhatsApp chat.
Oh yeah, yep, going to WhatsApp. Bro, where you at, man? I know you see these messages. We start hounding you like goddamn, like you owe me money or something. Matter of fact, I'm hitting you up like I'm goddamn Rent-A-Center.
Hey, about that couch that we let you get. You ain't made a payment in the last 2 months.
Oh man. But we did see you on IG Live.
And we did just watch you go into your house right now. So we're gonna need that back.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be laughing when you see the Pelicans win.
Okay.
The Lakers on paper are better. The Lakers in real life are better. This should be a double-digit win for the Lakers. Like, this should be a 10-point win for the Lakers.
This is one game.
Yeah, so here's why it matters.
You just gave me that speech about LeBron in one game the last episode. You just told me about one game.
I was like, give me the one game. I told you, it's a legacy thing for him. Like, remember, that dude, although he's all calm and all this stuff, hey, that dude has an ego. You think this man doesn't want to go out and be that dude who first time y'all did this thing, that was your boy.
That he won.
That was me. Yeah. Y'all think I did it in season 21. I was the best player on the floor. I was the MVP.
Who's the best defensive player on the Suns?
On the Suns? Man, the Suns don't really got no defenders. Okogie,
maybe? KD?
Okogie? Yeah, I know, which is crazy, right? Okogie and KD.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that the Pelicans are a better defensive team than the Suns.
But nobody's stopping LeBron still.
That is true.
That's a given.
And there was something I didn't know about the Suns too. Because you brought it up. Suns, we knew their defense weren't going to be all that great. What I didn't know until earlier today, did you know they're number 29 in the NBA in fourth quarter scoring?
I just heard that too.
Today.
That, and I was like, that is disgusting.
I don't know if that's Bradley Beal can fix this type of a thing. And I know they're sending like double teams at KD and Devin Booker, and they said people getting tired or whatever, but
that's ugly.
I think that's a system issue, which is why, again, I thought that was a stupid trade for them to go and get Bradley Beal, but we'll see.
Very bad. They could have spread that money out and got
a lot of other, so there's that. So
they got the same problem that the Knicks have because they got players who want to play ISO. The same problem that teams with James Harden has because he wants to play ISO. when you got players that just play ISO and the ball doesn't go around, and your other players standing for 3 quarters straight, not even touching the ball, it's kind of tough, man. You can't expect a player to just come in the game and just be ready to shoot. And not everybody's gonna be a Steve Kerr.
I think this is that. I think that's the problem with the NBA is that they're so star heavy.
Yeah.
That once you see the stars start getting doubled in the fourth quarter, the role players get the ball, but they're looking to give it right back to the stars.
Yeah.
Instead of being like,
you getting the money, bro.
Instead, they be like panicking, trying to give it right back. It's like, go make a play.
They haven't been.
And people roast LeBron for getting his role players involved his entire career throughout the game and even in the fourth quarter. And even when it comes down to the last shot, he is still, I'm making that play. I'm getting that ball out there. You know what I mean?
On LeBron, I think sometimes he makes those passes, though, also because he's not a good mid-range shooter. And a lot of people will stop in the mid-range and take that shot. He has to go all the way to the rim.
Yeah.
And so when he gets there, when he gets there, he can make, so he goes all the way to the rim, but he gets there and he's like, hell no. And has to get that bitch out. But
throws a dart to a shooter who is wide open in the spot where they were sitting for like 5 seconds.
Sometimes, you know? But sometimes I would rather him shoot it. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I would rather him shoot it. I'd live with it. Like I can't remember who they were playing. I think it was Dallas actually, and he took the last 3 in the corner. I'll live with that. Sometimes I'd rather him shoot it. I wish he would stop and just pull up a mid-range sometimes. The Cam Reddish pass was the right pass, though.
Most of them are to me. Like
the
9 times out of 10.
The Steph to Draymond was not the right pass against the Clippers.
Never
passed. Stupid. Yeah, man. Look, we gonna have to come back to the Warriors later, man. I like I said, I was like, I'm trying to give them 25 games. Then we could talk. I want to have an episode where we talk about where the Warriors after 25 games. Ja Morant is back after 25 games. He's like 6 games to go for them. So that's going to be a super interesting discussion as well. So now look,
like they want to make the playoffs.
I was gonna say, here's where we wrap it up though. Now you've got your first 2 picks. You got to pick a champ. So remember, if you fucked it up in the first, if
you fuck up on both of these games,
it's gonna be you taking an automatic L for the title, Earl.
I'm going
with the Pacers.
Remember Earl. Yeah, so Earl has a Pacers Pelicans final, is what we're saying right now. So Earl, Pacers Pelicans, who's winning it all and why?
Pacers.
Yes, sir.
Because of Halliburton.
Yes, sir.
Right now, he's hot, bro.
MVP Halliburton?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, and I was going to say, I need the team that wins it all and your MVP. So,
guaranteed. So
you going, hey, write that down. Write that shit down.
Write it down. Mm-hmm. Write it down.
And if I got to eat my words, so be it. But I'm not. That is bold. So you going Halliburton. I get it. He did really well in the international tournament over the summer. FIBA. He's played extremely well.
The game translates because he passes the ball and he plays team basketball.
Very well. I would like to see him on Team USA in the Olympics. I will say that. I know they're going to do this star-driven whatever, and LeBron's going to go back out there. KD's going to play. Are we actually going to get Steph Curry in an Olympics? You do realize you haven't seen Steph playing in the Olympics.
Which is crazy.
So
I'd love to see these young dudes step up to the plate now, because these old heads ain't gonna be there next time.
No, this is it. Kobe ain't coming back out that tunnel.
No.
Yeah. I'd love to see an old head be on the team to kind of do what Kobe did for
transition,
that 08 squad. Yeah. To like, all right, this is the standard of greatness.
Yep.
Now you motherfuckers go run with it.
Okay.
But
so
Pacers are gonna beat the Lakers in the finals, and MVP Halliburton.
Wow.
MVP Halliburton.
Wow.
Come on, Tony. You gotta be on the right side of history.
Exactly.
He already fucked up. He already picked.
You can still pick the Pacers.
Did I
say Pacers gonna win?
And the episode is not concluded.
Wait. Look. Look. Their hopes have concluded. They not winning that game.
So
Okay.
you don't wanna be on the
Lakers,
right side of history.
Bucks.
So you don't want to free the slaves.
God. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh,
Man,
Mr.
look,
Gold.
now look, at this point, I feel like whatever I say, like, that sounds suspiciously like something Hitler might say. You know what I mean? Like, God damn. Yeah, this was just talking basketball. Nah, look, so again, NBA, we're in Vegas, the dream matchup for a final. LeBron versus Giannis. The two players who are most likely to be your East and West top all-star vote getters again. I mean, this is like 4 years in a row. It's been like Team LeBron versus Team Giannis, and they go and do their little drafts or whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing occurs here. Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. And in a one-game scenario,
You're going with the Lakers is what it sounds like.
Hey, man,
One-game scenario. You're going that one-game scenario. I know
all
where you're
hail
going.
the king.
Oh man.
Lakers win. Ooh, I can't bring myself to trust.
Don't be
like,
crazy.
Look.
I knew you wanted to say AD, but don't.
I
be
know
crazy.
because they can't really win it without a clutch AD performance and like really.
Giannis sees AD and sees red.
Exactly.
Instantly.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like without a clutch AD, it's gonna be difficult to go. However, this is gonna be the LeBron show. LeBron would have really orchestrated all of their wins and going undefeated throughout the tournament. So if you're doing a tournament MVP and not just the one game, which is the case, just like for the NCAA bracket and all of that stuff, it's gonna be LeBron James. Yeah. So give me Lakers to win it all. LeBron eventually getting this trophy named after him because the NBA is naming all this stuff after people. So yeah,
in 20 years. In 20 years when they go to name the trophy.
I don't even think they'll wait that long, to be honest. They will wait for him to retire. And then immediately
wait till next
the
year.
year he retires, the next year, this is LeBron James in-season tournament champ. You know what I mean? MVP.
That's
or
crazy,
the MVP
because Halliburton's going to be the first. Because Halliburton's going to be the first winner. So I don't know how they go name that shit.
The first to win a LeBron James trophy. I'm saying.
Wasn't LeBron James? Yeah. And you were there, bro. How you gonna let them give your shit to somebody else? That's like watching your food getting given to somebody else when you at Olive Garden or something, man.
But to play the person for the championship that is named after too would be amazing.
That would be pretty fire. However, it's not going to happen the way that you guys have described it.
Tyrese Halliburton is having a coming out party right now.
That's what Dwight Howard said.
We ain't going that crazy. Hey.
Oh man.
Like that shit in Taiwan. But
yeah, man. Look.
Tyrese Halliburton.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay. Lady boys.
Yeah, man. Better look out there. Yeah, man. So Earl, just to recap, make sure we got these right. So Earl says you get it. Pelicans, with Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers. All right. You got Pacers, Lakers. Still going Halliburton because you got this. You just think the best point guard is going to win it.
Those guards cannot contain him.
Right. And then there I am, about to get my, keep boosting my record because y'all going to take these L's and your boy going undefeated again all the way through the rest of this. And Lakers over Bucks. And it'll be just our luck. It'll be just our luck that the fucking Pelicans or Bucks win it all.
That's what I was gonna say. Our luck, we all gonna be wrong, and the Bucks are gonna win it all.
Giannis MVP. Oh,
Pelicans win it all.
I think that, what's the least likely outcome here? That'd be my question.
Win it all. Pelicans win it all.
Pelicans win it all with a Brandon Ingram MVP.
Yeah.
Is the least likely?
Yeah. That would be weird.
Yeah. I don't think the NBA is ready for that either.
Fuck no. The fix will be in before that happens.
Yeah. That was almost like when the
I think they'd be okay. Oh, yeah, with Pistons, yeah. I think they would be okay with the Pelicans winning if Zion
It's a chance
has
to market
monster
Zion
games.
if he
Yeah. It's a chance to market Zion some more. If he has like some flashy plays extremely well, shows up on defense like 3 times in a game, you know.
Fucking 3
Puts
times
the
in
hot
48
dog,
minutes. Wow.
exactly. Put the hot dog down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think they'd be happy about that. But
if it's a chance to market Zion and you have a big Zion performance or whatever, you would think like before, it's like the marquee thing would have been like Zion versus Giannis. That would have been great. I remember seeing Zion like take the ball from Giannis,
rip it from him,
and I was like, damn. But
interestingly enough, Pelicans Bucks would be a very interesting final too. For that reason,
NBA, or are you talking about in tournament?
No, it's just a tournament.
Okay.
They're not good enough for that. Hey, hell no. I don't even know if the Bucks get out the East. So there's that too. So
I get to that too. I agree.
Yeah, but seeing the Pelicans and the Bucks go at it here, where you get the Giannis versus Zion at the power forward position, Zion has to go and play down low, so he gets all right, Giannis, you're getting these 13 rebounds a game, but now you got a 300-pound dude down there just kind of muscling you out of the way. You can't do shit about it.
He'll dunk on his ass over the top.
I think Zion will try to get his lick back, and it would be epic.
Oh, he's going over the top of Zion. Dunk. Yeah. What's the least entertaining finals that we could get out of this?
I think that was it.
Bucks Pelicans?
Yeah.
You think Bucks Pelicans?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say Pacers Bucks.
Pacers Pelicans might be ugly too.
Pacers Pelicans would be, but I mean that's the one that Earl's predicting.
It is. The Pelicans are just not an attractive team in this whole equation right now.
It's like there's no superstar on either one, like superstar.
Yeah, exactly.
So marketability for that final, I don't know that you get the viewership on TNT that you would if you have a Lakers, Giannis.
Yeah, Lakers with LeBron and AD, Bucks with Dame and Giannis. That's the greatest one that you could get right there. But you got Halliburton on the Pacers, who's a rising star, and then you're like the Pelicans. You're like, Zion's been kind of.
You got the Michelin Man and
the Black Michelin Man.
Hey, Mr. Gumbo.
But Zion hadn't been that reliable, so he's some of them knockoff tires, man.
Hey, I got some tires on my car one time, and they were called Road Runners.
Hey, I was about to ask what knockoff tires you get on there? These spiders.
Road Runners. I was like, actually, not Road Runners, excuse me, Road Huggers. Road Huggers.
Okay.
Yeah, Cam actually was the one who pointed out to me. He was like, bro, what tires you got on?
Bro, these are the Road Hugger XTs, bro. You don't know shit about this. What they rated for? 7,500 miles.
Hey, whatever gets me to home and work.
Yeah, man. I will say on the flip side of that, completely unrelated, but as a tire guy, as a car guy, the best tire I ever bought only lasted 7,000 miles. The Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s, like the grip on them was ridiculous. Those tires, they were 325s. So 325/30 all the way around on my car. Super wide tire, great performance, gave out pretty quick. That's what I think Zion does, and that's why the Pelicans don't win. That's why I brought it up. Right there. Great performance, doesn't last very long. Pause. And then off it goes.
I just don't. Yeah, I can't see. I literally cannot see a world with Zion. And with the shot blocking of Anthony Davis down there too, I think Zion's going to get his shot. He gets his shot block quite, like before, usually he would get his shot block quite often. Like I remember he was leading the league when he was actually playing. He was leading the league in like shots blocked, like having his shot blocked.
Yeah,
which is weird.
And he doesn't shoot.
Frame, he'd be able to get the seal more often.
And but he doesn't shoot many shots outside the lane.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he has removed the threes from his diet altogether. Matter of fact, not only has he done that, AD has done that too. They had the stat up last night where this has been 18 straight games where all of AD's field goals have come from 2-point range.
But
his
jumper doesn't look as good
threes.
though. Either the mid range that he used to have, turn around, face up, a little fadeaway, doesn't look good either.
He's only good inside of 15 feet, which is super weird to me.
Yeah, Anthony Davis looks like he's the one who's in year 21 sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But either way,
that's what we got.
Shout out Tyrese Halliburton.
Shout out LeBron James.
MVP Halliburton.
Let's get this done. Don't make me look bad, bro. I don't want to have to come back in here and record this weekend and be feeling like shit. You know? Can't have that on my record. Look, and here's the final shot. Here, and this is like super interesting. I completely spaced out about this. For all of those really good teams that did not make the tournament, the NBA still had to schedule games for them as well, so that makes up the 82 games. This means that you have really good teams getting matched up with super shitty opponents.
That is actually that is pretty true, actually.
Yeah, it's like, shit, I gotta play Washington and Atlanta or something like that. I got Washington and Detroit. I think there's a weird one good one on. There's a maybe, yeah. So it's weird that the rest of the
Clippers are playing again.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Actually, I'm not gonna say that's fucking good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Fuck the Clippers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. Yeah. Hey, my bad, man. Fuck the Clippers.
So
that's not good basketball.
So when you look across the slate of games, I was just gonna say, hey, I'm uninspired by literally every matchup that's coming up in those games. I even looked. I was like, is there anything I really care about to see when the Mavericks play, when the Rockets play, when the Nuggets play, when the Warriors play? I got nothing.
I'm not interested because the in-season tournament,
when the Magic play,
like right here, about to conclude. So I'm kind of like,
yeah.
These games I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care.
I really don't care.
They should have just gave everybody a fucking bye week. Shut it down.
That is what. Yeah. So we will, much like the college football playoff, I think that this will be modified as well in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll tweak and stuff.
Yeah. Just saying. Well, that's our show. Too bad for these guys. When we revisit you, sure my record will have boosted some more. And your boy feeling himself a little bit.
You just making that plate bigger and bigger to eat your own words, man.
I'm ready. I'm confident. Matter of fact, I am Dylan Brooks confident right now. You know what I mean? Now I'm about to come out and get this. I'm now about to come out and drop Team USA. Watch your boy
poke the bear. That's a Tyrese Halliburton about to come out and drop the Bucks off.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. So that's our show. As always, like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see y'all later.
Yes, sir.